Well, Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz has revealed his proposed budget for the coming year. It sets record highs for both spending and the amount of property taxes the county is going to take in. Channel 2's Dave McKinley reports tonight on the numbers and the challenges the county number crunchers faced. David?
Well, Scott, as for those numbers, the county's general fund spending would for the first time ever eclipse the $2 billion mark, as spending would increase by $113 million next year. Like county leaders across the state, Poloncarz claims the increased spending for the most part was out of his hands.
71% of the increase of the $113 million is coming from mandated amounts.
Coming from Albany, then again.
The county executive continues to add jobs to the budget. He continues to grow the county with his $6 million project up in Amherst at the golf course, where he's going to add staff.
Poloncarz also warned of dire fiscal times ahead if the Trump administration succeeds in cutting federal spending, in part by shifting some of the costs of programs traditionally paid for by Washington down to states and perhaps consequently to counties.
He's blaming a lot of this on the federal government. I would also remind him that in 2024, when the governor passed down several costs to the counties, he did not have the same political uproar about that.
It's possible Albany could take steps to protect counties from what Poloncarz describes as a potential $90 to $100 million funding gap in the coming years.
We can reduce mandated services to the minimum legal levels, that has to come from New York State.
But when asked if he thought there was an appetite in Albany for that, or to at least bring spending on social programs in line with most other states?
If you ask me what their preference is actually to increase the program. But I'm at least glad to know that they're not sticking their heads in the sand after what we saw from the most recent budget that was approved in New York State, in which they did allow the governor to make some modifications mid-year, which they never have.
Poloncarz was quick to note he's proposed another drop in the county's property tax rate, which is what you pay per $1,000 of assessed value as determined by your town or village. But with property values increasing, Larigo says that's no big accomplishment and that Poloncarz really had no choice.
If Mark Poloncarz did not reduce the tax rate, he would be exceeding the tax cap based on assessments. So this is not the county lowering the taxes. This is the county collecting more, but chasing a headline, claiming you're going to feel some relief in your tax bill. And the reality is you aren't.
And indeed, despite the proposed drop in the county's tax rate, the county's property tax levy, which is the total amount of taxes collected, is still proposed to increase by more than $4 million. On your side, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.